ready? Positions, please. Quiet on set. Going live. In 5, 4, 3.
I can send another one.
Houston, we have a problem.
I don't understand. That is awesome. You gotta be freaking kidding me.
Please, no! No! Oh yes, they are back. It's Series 7 of the Multicoloured Talk Show with your hosts Stephen Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
We're on.
I have
We're on
no
the beach.
idea. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. We're on the beach today.
Yeah,
Good
but my
morning.
sun hat.
It's Saturday morning.
Collar's up as well, you know, it's it.
It's 11 o'clock, and it's look at what
Can I just say before we start? I was in the green room,
he was.
and he says we're on in 10 seconds, and I just ran like a maniac to get here.
Oh.
I'm leaving.
What can I say? Very good morning. Welcome to the Multicoloured Talk Show. I'm Eddie Hastings,
And I'm Steve Gerald.
and what have you got on your head?
It's my new hat.
It's your new hat.
It's my trilby. Is that what you call them?
I don't know what you call it. You look like a flower pot man. Oh, blah 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 blah
Is the other
blah.
hat better then?
Well, I don't know, but that I don't know the brim on that. It's a bit.
Because you put me on the bloody beach, that's why, innit?
Oh, it's the wind blowing in your face in Tenerife. Look, do you see any clouds up there? Absolutely not. I know it's cold.
It's cold in
the-
England, isn't it? Bloody England. It's always cold in England. Got snow.
Freezing
Manchester
cold.
Airport was shut this week due to snow.
No, incredible.
And the other thing happened in Manchester Airport this week as well, the system went down.
Yeah.
People had to put their own suitcases into the...
That's ridiculous. Let's say a very good morning to our very good friends at XPTV1.
www.xptv1.com.
Loads of news about them.
Lots of
Facebook,
news.
they've got 5 channels.
5 up and running, Eddie.
5
up and running.
channels.
And the rumour has the big boss. Do you know Darren, the big
Yeah.
boss? Well, apparently he's tried to get my name in for some sort of an award.
We'll talk about that later. Welcome to our friends on Facebook, on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe.
Spotify.
And Spotify. Let's say hello to a few people who have turned up already. Good morning, Joe Roberts. Good morning, Wendy Johns, Leanne Bellaby, and Jeff. Jeff and Diana watching from Denmark. Good morning, guys.
Yes, I elsker dig.
Oh, what's that?
That means I love you.
Does it really?
Yeah.
I elsker dig.
I
I
knew he'd be
Oh,
on
no.
Ian Clark. You know that?
We
What's
lost
that?
at the start. If you could say welcome to XBTV1. We did that, didn't we?
Yes, welcome to xptv1.com.
Let's just rewind a bit. Let's say a very good morning to our friends at XBTV1.
www.xptv1.com.
There you go.
There
So,
we go.
no, we're not going to
If it
let you
wasn't for the
down.
XPTV TV channel, Eddie, we would be here.
No, we wouldn't
We
be.
would
No.
we'd be nobody.
Well, we are.
We
though.
would be picking tomatoes somewhere.
Tomatoes. Do they do tomatoes here?
Eddie, finest in the world,
Oh,
finest
finest in
exported
the
to
world.
every corner of this universe.
Yeah.
Get back to that bloody socialist Ian Clark. I knew
Yeah.
he'd be there. He's got a smile like a Liverpool cat.
Cheshire.
Where's the cat from? Cheshire?
Yeah, Cheshire cat. That's all that's left is grin.
Yeah, you know why, don't you?
Why?
Because the union rep.
Yeah?
He's brought the country to its knees, Eddie.
Well, he's proud of himself.
Of course he's proud of himself.
Say no more. Good
Yeah.
morning, Stuart Brown from Barnsley. What's that? Propels Republic, South Yorkshire. I don't know what that means.
Where we see that?
And Jeff and Diana
Barnsley.
in Denmark have just said we love you too, guys.
Mwah.
That's how else good day.
Barnsley. I've been to bloody Barnsley.
Have you?
Oh my God, it is somewhere you don't want to go.
Well, my mate used to run a pub in Barnsley
Oh, it's
years
rough.
ago.
I went to a pub in Barnsley. It was called the Queen's.
So that would be your pub, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
but it wasn't. It was like a small hotel. Oh, it was horrendous.
Was it really?
A fight broke out when I was in it.
Oh, that's not surprising,
And
is
he pulled the
it?
shutters down, Eddie.
Yeah.
You know, like pubs. You don't get them here. You know, like the shutters.
Yeah.
So then it was all fighting. It was a Saturday afternoon, and the bar staff just pulled these shutters down and stood there, and I'm like, let me in there. I finally got out the front door.
Right. Now, I've got to say,
Sorry.
guys, during the show, you will be hearing minor coughs from me, but I think I've got rid of it now. I've got rid of it. So many people are still coming in saying, oh, we've been here a week, but we haven't seen you because I've been ill. And everyone's like, I'm fine.
You
I'm
must
fine.
be happy.
I'm fine.
I've got an empire to run.
Relax. Oh, sorry, Stuart said People's Republic of South Yorkshire. Good morning, Angie B. She just got home from work, waiting for a bacon butty maker. That'll be AD to get up. And good morning from Glasgow. At the passport office is Linda. You.
All right, Linda, new passport.
Well, maybe.
You should do it online. I do mine online.
Yeah, but she may be being deported or something.
She's from Dundee.
How's the drum, mate? The drums are great, mate. I love
And a lovely
the
man in
drums.
from Dundee last night who brought me, normally brings me a Dundee fruitcake, Eddie.
Yeah.
Which I love. I love a Dundee fruitcake.
With
everybody.
the almonds on top.
It's like a, what do you call it, a Christmas cake or a birthday or a wedding cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so rich, Eddie.
Fruity.
Fruity.
You like anything fruity?
I love anything fruity. I'm
Say
going to tell
no.
you something about that.
I don't.
And they brought me haggis because you know what's happening next week, don't you?
Aye, Burns night, mate.
Burns
night.
night. Are you having a party?
Am I, Al? You tell me off. You tell me off, right?
Yeah.
You tell me
Yeah,
off
yeah.
for trying to do a Scottish accent.
Yeah.
You tell me
Yeah.
it's racist.
It's
and
racist.
now you're asking me if I'm having a Burns party.
Everyone else seems to have
I went,
one.
well, you know,
Oh,
I
you
mean-
Sassenachs jumping on our bandwagon.
Oh, that's
you
all
go and
right.
have your sausage, chips and beans party, whatever it is you do. Here's John.
Yeah.
What's he saying?
Good morning, guys. Just got back from a couple of days in Golfdale, sir. Very cold down there this week with the high winds. It is.
God,
Good morning, Rob Taverner. Rob Taverner. Oh,
Lovely guy.
He's been putting some funny stuff on Facebook.
Well, I
this
don't
week.
do Facebook.
Oh, I don't know. Well, no, you don't. What do you do? You
Yeah,
do-
for the Chicken Shack fan club.
yeah, but you post every night. Some
Yeah, for the
great
fan
photos.
club, for the fan club, not my
Let's-
personal life.
Let's just pop over to the media centre. Oh, not that one. Let me get rid of that. 'Cause I want to talk about that in a minute. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But all this week, this lady's been in. Da da da.
What's her name?
Eileen Shelmadine.
Shelmadine. Well, I got onto my friend from the Expat TV
Yeah,
to trace the name, Eddie.
yeah.
Well, the name traces way back, and I was right. Remember last week I said it's an Arabic name.
You did, yes.
Yes. Well, she says it's from the what do you call it, the ports of Liverpool or somewhere. And I says, nah, not having it, not having it. So we traced it
Not
back,
having it.
fax to Expat TV, research department,
Yeah.
and French. Not only just French, Algerian French, bloody Arabic and shit. Bloody Arabic, living in England.
There you go.
There you are, you're a French Arabic.
And the guy in the blue shirt behind her, that's Harry, that's her husband. So
Fabulous.
there's Eileen and
Lots of
Harry.
his gin, our Harry.
Now listen, I've got to tell you,
Who's the other guy? That good
do
looking bloke.
you remember when Gavin was in the studio with us? And
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I was watching TV last night. It was...
Gavin's our friend, the blind man.
That's it.
Yes.
Well, his wife, Mel, turned up
Yeah.
last night on the chase.
No.
Yeah, there's Mel on the chase. Look at her. That's Melbury on the Telbury.
Who's that?
That's Dora, that is. That's the bloke who asked her. That's Brad, you know Brad. But there's...
He's from Tenerife.
Yeah, and there's Mel on the chase.
How did she get on?
Well, I'm going to tell you, she did absolutely blooming brilliantly.
She's partially blind as well.
She got through the first round, right? And don't say she played a blinder, because that's not good. So. She got through the first round, and three of them got through, and Dara the chaser, he beat her right at the end. So she didn't get no money, but she had an absolutely brilliant
Oh,
day.
that was nice. Congratulations.
And
Lovely couple.
she's asked us to say thank you to the TV studios for looking after them and the dog and everything.
Oh.
Talking about the dog, I've got another story about that in a bit.
I've got a story about them too. I was talking about them too last night. I was talking about Gavin last night.
Was you?
Yeah. Now, these lovely people, they went up to the Aqua Restaurant in Royal Sun.
Right.
And he says, do you know anything about it? And I said, well, funny you say that. A lovely couple of my friends, partially blind, went there for a meal. It all says fine dining. And they says, they couldn't see the meal. It's all fancy, isn't it? He says, but the flavours and the textures were to die for.
Yeah.
They said, oh, wow, Steve. He says, so the blind people enjoyed it. I said, yeah. He says, well, it would probably deaf people wouldn't enjoy your meal in here.
What?
I know, I had to think about it. Blind people enjoyed the meal in the Aqua
Yeah.
restaurant.
I'm safe.
Yeah, and these people says last night, but they said deaf people wouldn't enjoy your food. You know what I mean?
No.
It means people got the chicken shy.
Oh,
For me, talk.
Got you.
And if they were deaf, they wouldn't have the same experience.
Let's just say hello to a few of our friends.
Go on.
Jack McGinty. Is it McGinty? I don't know. Good morning from Glasgow. That's Hutchie Teacher. Whatever that is.
Message me your list, Stephen. That's Linda, you my shopping list. Come on, baby.
Good morning, Duncan Blanchard. He's in Southern Ireland, in County Clare there.
And people in from County Clare the other night.
Well, they're looking after Jack. That's where Jack is at the
Jack's
moment.
in County Clare.
So, good morning. Good morning from June and Martin in a frosty and foggy Wakefield. Foggy?
Yes.
Oh,
they've got a new director of the Yorkshire Cricket Club.
Have they?
Yes. Congratulations, a female as well.
Oh, jolly good.
Yes.
I don't understand this, but David Miller says good morning from Rod Stewart.
He looks like Rod Stewart.
Does he look like Rod Stewart?
He looks like Rod Stewart.
Oh, right.
Sings like Rod Stewart and dresses like Rod Stewart.
And walks into Rod Stewart's house, makes himself a cup of tea and draws money at the bank.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand.
And fills in potholes for the
Totally
council.
Right, I'll get Louise and Kelvin, the Lemons.
Yes, they're lovely.
They're lovely. Paul King, good
I've
morning.
been thinking about his name. You know, it's been doing my nutting for years. Since we
What?
started the show, he's been on this, Paul King.
Yeah.
And it came to me on the radio the other day. I was listening to You Spin Me Right Round, Baby, Baby, Right Round. Was he not the lead singer of that group?
I think so. It's also foggy in Derby, apparently. Good morning, Derby. All over the world today. This is absolutely fantastic.
Eddie, have a look out that window. Tell her what it looks like. Blue skies.
Blue skies.
Blue skies.
Nothing but blue skies.
28 degrees.
Yeah. Right, can we go back to our friend Mel, who was on the chase, as we just saw. She also won Popmaster as well. You know Popmaster?
Oh, that's Ken Bruce.
Yeah, we'll talk about that one in a minute. But
You keep saying we're talking about.
yes, well, I've just got stuff.
I've got my show to do.
No, ladies and gentlemen, Brenda Baxter missed the first 10 minutes of the show.
Vegetarian doesn't matter.
Oh, is that what it is?
Doesn't matter.
So anyway, let me tell you what happened to our friend Gavin and his wife Mel. And it's been all over the newspapers in the UK.
Alright.
What they did was they
is this a taxi?
yeah, they sent for a taxi, right? Sent for a taxi.
Yeah.
And they're standing by the side of the road.
Side of the road.
To save the taxi driver having to get out, knock the door and everything. They booked it. They knew that they'd got a disability. And the taxi driver drove up, saw the dogs, turned round and drove off and left them stranded. Well, Gavin saw a little bit of red, as you would.
Yeah.
And
Can I just...
they took this guy to court and won.
Yeah, can I just ask one question?
What?
Did you inform the taxi company that they were partially blind and they had dogs?
I believe so.
You believe so, allegedly.
And
That's
that
the most important part of this case, Eddie, as you a retired lawyer.
Yeah, but this is why they won the case.
Well, they won it. How much did we get?
Oh, I don't know that. I'm not talking.
Gavin!
I'm not,
50-50 here.
I'm not talking. Good morning, James and Shirley.
But it's not for the money, is it? It's not
No,
for the money.
it's the principle because
Principles, everybody. Principles.
because it doesn't
They're
matter.
going home. They're sad.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what disability you've got. People have no right to treat you any differently. I don't think.
No, I totally agree with you, Eddie. But you got to look into the bottom of the story. That's the most important part of this story, Eddie. Did they specifically say they had dogs? Because you don't know, the driver could be allergic to dogs. It could be something, not me. And he said, Jesus, there's no dogs getting in my car.
Yes, but
You know what I mean?
here's the thing, right? You say the driver could be allergic to dogs, but at least the driver would have the decency to pull up and say, "Listen, guys, I'm allergic to dogs. I can't take it.
Yeah.
But I will phone another taxi and it'll be."
And he didn't do any of that?
No.
Oh,
no.
guilty.
I've got
Guilty.
it.
He's
Here we
got
go.
it. Guilty as charged there. And the other thing we need to know, what nationality was the taxi driver?
Well, I can tell you that as well.
Well, tell us.
It's all here.
It's all here.
Yeah.
Is it going to take you long?
It's
That's my subject,
the
Eddie.
couple who are both blind and live in Arnold had booked a taxi in July, but when the taxi arrived, they were waiting on the pavement with a guy, dogs, and the vehicle turned round and drove off, leaving the couple stranded.
Why does it take them 6 months to get to this story?
Well, it's got to go through the courts, isn't it?
6 months?
Yeah, but you can't say anything when someone's going through courts.
All right.
And the newspaper were told about this, and they held off on the story until it was settled, right?
Can we name and shame the taxi people?
Well, it's in the newspaper, so I can say that. It says, despite pleading not guilty, Rajan Anwar, 52,
English then.
was convicted by a district judge of failing or refusing to carry out a private hire booking for a disabled person accompanied by an assistance dog, right? And that was after hearing evidence.
That's England for you, though.
But I wondered to myself, how many other people have had this problem and the taxi drivers drove to the road, saw them and thought, oh no, I'm not their taxi, drove off. It's just so wrong, isn't
Can
it?
we just say they're lucky to get a taxi over here last week? Do you remember? You
Couldn't get a
you
taxi
could
from
get a
Governor, wasn't it?
Love our money, Eddie. Love our money. You can get a bloody taxi. At least they turned up and drove away.
Unbelievable.
Tracy, they've been oversleeping, haven't they?
Yeah.
Tracy Fagan lived in India. Did you know that? You know Tracy Jeff lived in India.
I was that's all right.
He just went there, didn't
I
he?
was just
everybody?
reading some of the comments on
All
that, right? Good morning, James. Leanne was saying, you can't be drunk in charge of a guide dog, apparently. I didn't know that was a law. Can you be drunk in charge of a guide dog? Because that's why her friend doesn't have one. Communication. And Tracy, you are very, very late. Good morning, Martin, watching us in Gran Canaria.
Love Gran Canaria.
At the Outlaws Bar there. Fabulous bar. And good morning, Jane Williams. But yeah, going back to what you were saying about someone living in India.
It was that long ago, I think it was the last season. No, Tracy and Jeff lived in India.
Did they?
Do you not know that?
No, I didn't know.
Wow, they made a curry this week.
Oh my
The
God.
whole of El Marquez knew it.
Yeah.
It smelled like the Taj Mahal. The whole of El Marquez. Honest to God, the people in Marseille travel go, Jesus, what's going on? What's going on? Because the wind picked up and then the bloody Taj Mahal was coming across the road. Well, anyway, it was our Tracy. She made this beautiful curry. And not only did she make a beautiful curry, Eddie, she brought some over for me.
Did she?
Yes.
So now the cat's out the
The
bag.
cat's out the bag.
Excuse me, I told you I would. Apparently, Martin says you're looking very dapper.
Yes, I'm available, Martin. If you're looking for a compere for your bar, I've just been sacked.
Oh, dear. Yes, you
I'm
are.
going to a party next Saturday. I'm winning this, I think.
Yeah, you're quite right, John. They were lucky to get the case heard within 6 months, and there's still a backlog of cases in the UK of up to 2 years.
Jesus!
They did well. I mean, you know, these backlog of cases, if they're serious cases, I know what you're thinking. If they're serious cases and people are in prison, are they being held in prison for up to 2 years before they get seen
They
to?
get bailed out, don't they?
Good morning, Michelle.
Yes, just mentioned the party. Boop! Up she pops like a genie, eh?
Yeah.
She's like a little genie out of Michelle. Michelle's having a big party.
No, she's not.
She's not having a...
No,
I've
don't.
invited people.
No, don't. You
I told
can't
people,
invite
the
anyone.
Chicken Shack shut next Saturday. I'm going to a party. They said, oh, Steve, where's the party? I said, in the wine bar. I said, there's about 5 groups on. I'll be singing. Eddie's singing. We're all going. There's free food. There's drinks. A free bar. And they went, really? I went, yeah, next Saturday. Just come along, sit at my table.
You've just given our friend Michelle a heart attack. Shush. Darren at XBTV1 says it is commonly known that Asian taxi drivers will not allow dogs in taxis. He needed to take his dying pet to a vet, and it took hours to find a taxi. What he found out was black cabs are a public service and allow animals.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Uber.
Yeah, but that begs another question, doesn't it, really? Because should all cabs be black cabs in that case? Or should there be a direct line to get animals in taxis? I really don't know.
I went back to what I said at the beginning. You phone up the taxi. Hi, this is Steve here. Yeah, I need to go to the vet. I've got a dog with me. Oh, you don't accept dogs? Right. Oh, phone the black cab. All right, thanks very much.
But that would make sense.
That makes sense, isn't
That
it?
would make sense.
But you don't phone up. Yeah, I've got a dog. Yeah, we'll send a taxi around. And then they go, oh, he's got a dog, buggers off.
But you see, I don't know. I'm
Do you think
trying
it
to
was an
think.
English driver? Bloody England, not an Asian driver. Is there any English taxi drivers left in England?
I don't know.
Because the dinosaurs that are dying. They're a dying breed, aren't they?
Dying breed.
Dying breed.
So listen, let me explain
Have you ever
something.
seen a woman taxi driver here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
In Santiago del Teide?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
I'm pretty sure I've seen a woman driving a taxi. I'm sure they
In
can
Santiago del Teide?
do it. Yeah,
You have seen a woman?
yeah. Holly deals with all the taxis. We
Right, unless Antonio was in drag again, I don't think you see a woman taxi driver in Santiago del Teide. Have you seen a black taxi driver in Santiago del Teide?
No.
You've not, have you?
No.
Have you seen an Asian taxi driver in Santiago del Teide?
No.
Have you seen a sober taxi driver?
Are you asking all the questions that I'm going to say no to?
Yes.
There you go. Say that.
We just don't see taxi drivers anywhere.
Right now, listen. We showed you this last week, and
we?
it's quite important that there you go. Michelle says she's in the lady.
It's
taxi.
Antonio. He likes dressing up, Michelle.
We showed you this last week, but it's quite important because
Alright.
if you've got a smart TV or a phone or anything,
Any phone, yeah.
we want you to get the XP TV1 app.
Well, I've got it on my phone.
Just go down, go load it. It's absolutely brilliant, and we're going to quickly show you again. And when we come back, we're going to be talking controversy.
Oh, is it my subject?
No.
New year, new smart apps with our advanced ways for viewing XP TV One. 2023 will give you more flexibility for you to watch XP TV One. XP TV One is growing and getting smarter in many more ways. To watch XP TV One is now. Literally anywhere, any place, anytime, around the world. You can now view us on Samsung Galaxy Store, Apple App Store, Google Play, Roku, Samsung Smart TV's App Store, and Apple TV. In the very near future, you will be able to download and watch Huawei, LG TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and App Store. For further information on how to set up our apps on your smart devices, simply go to www.xptvapp.com. XP TV One, tomorrow's TV broadcasting today, all over the world.
I just said I do like that.
I've got the app all over the place. I've got it on the tablet, on my phone, on my tellies. And you can get all 5 of the stations on the app at the moment, I believe.
Because nobody watches BBC anymore. Can I just tell you, before you go and talk about your subject, exactly my subject to talk about, this morning made me laugh.
Go on then.
Normally when I come here in the morning
To the studio.
to the studio, and I've got a buzz to get in, and normally Eddie will let me in. But this morning, everybody, Holly answered the telecom. So I've buzzed, and she says to me, "Are you in?" I went, "No." And then she's buzzing again. "Are you in?" I said, "I'm nearly in, try again." And then the door opened. I said, I'm in. And then I come up the stairs. I just laughed at myself. It reminded me when I was a virgin trying to have sex with somebody.
Oh, mate.
It just reminded me. Are you in yet, Steve?
No.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm nearly in.
Do you know, I think from my point of view and all our viewers' point of view, you had to be there.
Oh, I had to be there.
Yeah, you had to be
Is
there.
that not funny?
But, well, it was quite amusing. But we were talking about
What are we
people.
talking about?
Well, people not watching
TV?
mainline TV.
They don't watch it. No,
People are watching TikTok and
TikTok, YouTube, Expat TV,
Expat
BBC's
TV.
gone.
Yeah.
Young kids don't listen to the radio.
But this is what I want to talk about. What are the controllers at the BBC doing? I mean, the BBC used to be the mainstay of television. And, you know, and I'm talking specifically about the controller who's in charge of BBC Radio 2.
Oh, I know
Dun,
you're
dun, dun. That's going to have the lowest listenership ever.
What they did this week was undescribable.
Well, actually, they didn't do it. In all fairness, right? But
why didn't they?
Well, I think it's a combination of what's gone on.
No, Ed, you got to think. We're talking about Ken Bruce, everybody, aren't we?
Yeah, obviously.
I knew you'd bring Ken Bruce into this.
The God.
The guy
God of
had
radio
the most
Brooklyn.
listeners in any other show on BBC Radio, Eddie, right?
Yeah.
What's her name? Zoe Ball.
Yeah.
Let's go to sleep, Zoe. 1 million quid.
Yeah.
1 million quid. Ken Bruce, you know how much?
375,000.
More, 4 grand. 400 grand.
No, yeah.
Get your priorities right, BBC. Give him 1 million, he wouldn't have left, and give her 400 grand, she might bugger off.
Yeah, but it's not just that, is it? I mean, they
Steve
got
Wright.
Steve Wright. Steve Wright in the afternoon, a legend, a mainstay of BBC Radio 2. He's gone.
Expat TV, what are they doing?
Oh, yeah.
They're bringing them.
Yeah, they're saying bring it on.
Bring it on.
We got Mike Reid and
Mike
the
Reid.
Heritage
Yes.
Chart.
And
Yeah.
you know, and if Expat TV could get Ken Bruce and get Steve Wright, that's who the people want, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
They might be dinosaurs, but they're bloody good at the job.
Yeah, but here's something. Thank you. Here's something.
What's that?
That's really narking me.
Narking you. That's a good word, isn't it?
Absolutely.
18 points of Scrabble, narking.
Yeah. Here we go. Ken's going to Greatest Hits Radio. Right?
Love it.
But he's also taking Popmaster with him.
Yeah.
Because
He owns it. He owns it.
Popmaster.
SL.
So that's going to Greatest Hits Radio.
Excellent.
So I thought, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump the gun. And I'm going to download the Greatest Hits Radio app. Right?
Yeah.
And I've got it.
You've got it already.
I've got it. And then I thought,
Yeah.
listen, I don't listen to Popmaster when it's on. I wonder if there's a kind of a catch up.
Catch up.
So they've got a thing on there called Listen Again, which is the same.
Excellent.
So I pressed it. Not available in your country.
No.
Yeah. So what am I going to do?
It's easy. My IT friend will give you an IP address from the UK.
Right, okay.
Yeah, we'll get to tell you later.
I can do it on my work laptop. Yeah, there you go. But I
Yeah.
mean, Ken Bruce, he is, well, has been. I mean,
30 years, hasn't he, been on the BBC?
I'll tell you how old I am, right? I remember Jimmy Young on BBC
We all
Radio
do.
2.
We
Jimmy
all
Young,
do.
right? And then just got XP1. Oh, good lad, Paul King. Got the XPTV1 app. Excellent.
Listeners of BBC Two has just been going down the Swami River.
Oh, the plummeting.
People
Absolutely.
moving. Young people don't listen to radio, Eddie. Your son Jack won't listen to radio. Your son Jack doesn't even watch bloody TV.
No.
Young people are not interested in it all.
No,
it's
no, no.
old people. Old. No, for him. I
And
love
it's,
it.
and it's great in the car if you got it in the car. You're driving from A to B.
Yeah.
You got the radio.
Yeah, there
What
you
we
are.
do is we will use the podcast to listen to Popmaster whenever we want. So we got to hope that they're smart enough to put it on a podcast somewhere off.
That was the other problem, wasn't it, Eddie? They gave that terrorist a podcast.
Oh, Shamima Begin.
Yeah.
That's all that about.
What's all that about? What's all
What's
that
that?
about?
I'm
Give
not
her
having
the
it.
money. Yeah, give the terrorists the money. But don't give the dinosaurs
Do you know what?
the money.
I've got a feeling this is going to be a
What?
catchphrase.
What's that?
I'm not having it.
I'm not having it.
Not having it.
I'm not having
I'm
it.
not
I said,
having
I'm
it.
not having it.
I'm not. What are you? I'm not having it.
Don't
I'm
do
not having it.
anything but radio in the car.
No, well, yeah. Please don't
But yeah,
watch
let's,
TV.
Yes.
Let's
yes.
don't watch TV. Let's not answer the phone.
Do you know who do watch TV in the car?
People in the back, hopefully.
No, I swear, if anybody of our viewers have been to Thailand, it is not unusual to have a TV on the dashboard while they're driving you. I have been in numerous taxis in Thailand.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And that is why Thailand is one of the biggest countries in the world for car crashes and deaths.
Right, Wendy's saying Steve Wright and his factoids were brilliant.
Yes.
The BBC are just balmy. And as for Ken, well, they must want the bumps feeling. You can't get rid of Ken. But I've got to say, in Ken's defence, 71 years old, gets a brand new work contract and £125,000 a year rise. Can you blame him?
You can't blame him.
You can't blame him. I'll tell
You
you.
got to edit, you're in business, I'm in business. What's the golden rule of business? Look after your staff.
Yeah.
Because the staff will look after you.
Yeah, well, BBC.
I'm
have
not looking
failed.
after this. Yeah, they failed miserably.
Failed.
Absolutely miserably.
I think when they. Do you know? I will say something about.
Oh, you say it, Eddie.
About Steve Wright in the afternoon. They took him off air And the loyalty that man's got to the BBC, he says, well, don't worry, I'll do the weekends. Me, I just says, show me the door, I'm off. Pay me
maybe it was in his contract, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's just, it almost seems to me...
I just want to know what my agent's doing, Eddie. All these old dinosaurs leaving. I mean, I'm available, Eddie. I'm not a dinosaur yet.
Yeah, but we've got contacts. You and I have got contacts. Can we just exercise our contact?
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
Come off your arse and do something for us, please.
No, listen.
We'd be great.
Yeah, but I'm going to exercise our contract.
I wouldn't leave Expat TV, though.
No, but no, we can't. But what I'm saying is, if anyone from XPTV1 is listening, we are available.
Yeah.
And you can license us
Yeah.
to BBC Radio 2
Yeah.
to replace Ken Bruce. We'll even bring back the ladder match.
The ladder match. You
Yeah.
remember the ladder match? That
Yeah.
Ian bloody Clark stuck in Chicken Mills.
Yeah, Tracy misses Steve in the afternoon.
I'll pop round then,
what do you
Tracy.
do?
I'll
You
pop round and
you
see
get round there. You get
Yeah,
round there.
God bless you. Oh, here's Wendy. What's happening?
Surely the staff, the public face, who wins the public loyalty. Well, do you know some of them, Wendy? I have to say, it is just the controllers at BBC.
They
And
don't know what
think-
they're doing?
Well, they think they do,
No, they won't.
and they haven't got a clue.
No, absolutely
They're
not.
obviously not listening to the common man. They're not.
No.
You know, I don't know. I mean, but you're quite right. People like...
Oh, am I right?
Yeah, people like XPTV1, they're moving forward. They're forging ways, and they're looking at what people want.
Yeah.
And
Of course it is, Eddie.
and Darren's saying, okay, we can get the heritage chart with Mike Reed.
Mike Reed.
Way you go, Monica, all these, brilliant.
Monica Lewinsky.
Rod Taverner, what was Ed Stewart's dog called? It's quiz time now. I can't remember. Ed Stewart, Stewpot. He had a dog on, and I can't remember what he was called. If anybody knows, please
Can we pause
put
here?
Rob out of his
Pause.
misery.
What are we going on about? Who's Ed Stewart?
Radio 2. He was on Radio 2.
When?
At the same time as Jimmy Young, Terry Wogan, Ed Stewart, Steve Wright.
I never listened to Ed Stewart. What time was he on?
He was on early. He used to do the Saturday morning breakfast
Oh,
show.
there
I
you
think.
are, there you are. That's probably when I was doing my breakfast show.
Yeah. No, spit
the
no.
dog.
Yeah, spit the dog. That was Bob Carroll Jr.
Yeah, who's
that
been in the
was.
chicken shack.
Who has spit the dog?
Yeah.
Was Bob with him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah.
Be a bit unnerving if just a floating dog walked in.
No. So I got the sheep out dinner for him.
Oh right, okay.
Remember?
So what did you end up with? Chicken?
Yeah.
Say no more. Brilliant.
Is it my subject yet?
But well, no, it can't be in a minute.
Oh.
But I'm just wondering
What are you wondering, Eddie?
where is Arnold? That was it, Arnold.
But the guy, so this
Good
guy was
morning,
on radio.
Ashley Ellen Robinson from, is it Canada?
Oh, Canada, yes. Good morning,
Canada's
Canada.
with
It's 6:30 a.m. in Toronto.
Ah.
Yeah, that's good, Ashley. That's welcome back.
Oh, no, it was Arnold Trace. Right.
Why would you have a dog on radio?
Well, you say that.
You don't get a dog sitter.
There used to be a ventriloquist on the radio.
That was years ago.
Yeah, but he was there.
That was.
I can't remember his name
Yeah, it was in
either.
black and white, wasn't it?
Shelley Bryan Sweet, good morning, Ashley. They're just talking to
Yeah, they're
each
sharing.
other.
That's their sisters or something. Sister-in-laws.
Sisters.
Or
Sisters.
could be a couple. I don't know.
But yeah,
I'm not
I
getting
mean,
involved in it.
if you look at the state of television at the moment,
We're on this is Tenerife Beach, Canada.
yeah, Tenerife, Los Gigantes.
Los Gatos Cliffs.
If you look at television, when I was a kid, we had 3 channels: BBC One, BBC Two, and ITV, and then Channel 4 came in, then Channel 5 came in. Now there's so many channels and nothing to watch.
I don't watch TV.
There's nothing
Ali,
to watch.
I only watch Expat TV on Netflix. That's all. I don't have time, Eddie.
No, I don't actually, to be honest. Is John on today, or is he still not well?
John's on, Tracy.
He's on.
John's on.
Yeah.
John's been in Gulf Del Sur, but it's been very
That was
windy.
it. That was it. Arnold was Tony Blackburn job, and Wendy says Peter Brough with Archie Andrews. That was the ventriloquist on the radio,
Right.
and I can't believe it.
Oh, they're all gone, Eddie. They're all gone.
I wonder, should we do a ventriloquist act on to this one? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Multicoloured Talk Show.
I used to have it, dummy.
We could do
I
that.
used to have one. That's how you do it, Eddie.
Yeah, no, all this.
No, that.
That's the mouth, that's the
That's
eyes.
the eyes.
the
That's how you
mouth.
do it.
That's the
I used
eyes.
to have one. Ginger
Well,
hair.
Roger,
They're worth a fortune now. I wish I still had mine.
Roger de Courcy once let me put my hand up Nookie Bear.
Really?
Do you remember Roger de Courcy?
No.
Ah.
Who was the bloke I interviewed on the radio who came over here?
Come on in, Eileen, you've already been on.
Who was his name, Eddie? The famous guy.
Guy. Keith Harris.
Yes.
Yes.
I interviewed him on the radio.
Did you?
That was a weird situation. He turned up at Power FM. Who did he have?
Orville?
Orville. So this is God's trips. We're on the radio, and he was sat over there. And ladies and gentlemen, here's Keith Harris all the way from the UK over here in Tenerife. And that night, I think it was in the Royal Sun. And he said to me, "Oh, look who's coming in, Steve." And I'm like, "Who's coming in? Who's coming in, Keith?" And he pulled his hand up, and he was doing Orville the Duck voice. Orville the Duck wasn't there in the studio, but he was doing that. And then Orville the Duck's talking to me, and Orville the Duck was talking to me on radio, and I'm answering a bloody duck who wasn't even near Eddie.
I know.
And then the duck says, "Oh, here comes my friends," and I'm like, "Who's coming now?" And I didn't know Keith Harris had another character.
Yeah.
It was a monkey.
Monkey, yeah.
Yeah, he says, "Oh, here comes," well, his name was the monkey. So Keith Harris is now sitting with the microphone, and his hands are going like that. And I'm talking to a monkey and a duck on radio, and who weren't even there. And I was even on drugs in those days.
Yeah. Used to work.
Keith Harris, yeah.
Rob says I decided to take on ventriloquism. Got all the gear. Gear.
Got the gear.
He's been funny all week, yes, I'll tell you. I wish I could fly. I wish I could too. I'd be on a plane now.
Ian Clark, bloody socialist.
Yes, he does actually. I'm not going to read that out, but it actually probably does. Ask my dad about the entertainment in the hotel. Well, I shall see, Bill, and I'll ask him.
Ask him. Yes, Bill, won't we?
Good morning, Wayne, CFC. We're having a fabulous day. Still got me bell. Still gets rung every night.
Every night.
Thank you very much.
I've got my subject coming. You do not want to miss my subject today. That involves everybody. Denmark, Canada, England, bloody England. Everybody. It involves everybody today.
Stop.
What?
Stop. We've had a request.
What's the request?
Eileen's late and she says, "Can you show my picture?" Oh,
Where's she been?
I don't know where she's been.
We've done you. You have to go on. We've done. Yeah.
There you are, Eileen.
There's the French Algerian. The French Algerian.
So there's your picture. So we've done it.
Arabic.
It's like we're doing catch-up television.
Yes, you should go back to the beginning because I was speaking about you,
I
Ali.
know. It's catch-up television again. We're doing it. I can't
God.
believe it. How did
We're
that
making
happen?
people famous.
How did that happen? We've become a catch-up service.
I don't know. That sea does look nice this morning,
It
doesn't
does, looks lovely, that does. He's been pointing at that woman all morning. You're welcome, Eileen.
I might be going to the beach later.
What does Tracy says? Happy Valley is the best thing on television at the moment. I don't even know what Happy Valley is. What is Happy Valley?
No idea.
I have not got a clue.
No idea.
Happy Valley.
I have no
I wonder
idea.
if that's the beach at Los Gigantes. Happy Valley could be.
Sounds
I
like a
don't know.
Welsh drama, doesn't it? Happy
I
Valley.
once interviewed Shane Ritchie at Power FM when it was in existence.
I remember, yeah.
He got me mixed up with you. He called me Gaylord. So you know.
Did it, Shane Ritchie?
Yeah.
We interviewed quite a lot, haven't we? We had that other singer, the midget guy with he used to have loads of hair, but when he turned up for the interview, he was baldy. Leo Sayer.
Well, that one worked out, didn't it? The midget guy with long hair who's now bald.
Yeah. But remember Leo Sayer used to have longer hair?
Listen, Leo, if you're listening, other singers look exactly the same. I'll get a set of this.
I was in the studio. In the radio studio, I said, "Steve, Leo Sayer's coming in here in 10 minutes, right? And this little baldy guy came in. I said, "Sorry, we're close to the pub, you have to go back later." I thought he came to pick up a t-shirt or something. "Sorry, I'm going to have to call security." And the little midget says, "Oh, I'm Leo Sayer." "Oh, you better come in.
Yeah.
You forgot to put your wig on."
Apparently, Happy Valley's on BBC One, which is not going to be there. Yeah, we could.
God, they're all good.
John's saying we could start up the Multicoloured Talk Show +1.
What's that mean?
That means it's repeating the second hour +1.
Oh, we are repeating on a Monday night.
Of course we are.
Of course we are.
Sarah
We're
Lancashire. Wasn't she in Coronation Street or something? I don't know. It was supposed to be Tina Turner. What? I'm getting completely confused now.
It's too early in the morning.
It is.
You
too
have to
early.
in Canada, it's 6:30 in the morning. How are they going to cope with this?
Yeah, I'm sorry, BBC One now. It's oh goodness.
These
Man.
people are on drugs, you lot. Calm down.
They are.
Have a cup of tea.
I think what we're going to do is we're going to advertise ourselves.
Advertise yourself, and I'm coming back with my subject. Everybody get ready, because you're going to love, because they all love my subjects.
Do they?
Yeah. They thought last week was good.
Did they?
Yes, people stopping in the street, Steve. Steve, you were right, you were right.
People writing in on postcards.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Very popular.
Advertise ourselves. We'll be right back.
Join us at 60s Bar in Los Gigantes for games, quizzes, karaoke and much, much more. We are located just down the steps in front of the pharmacy. A friendly, local pub, perfect for you and your family. 60s Bar, Los Gigantes.
Everybody has fun at the Chicken Shack. Where else can you go to get a fabulous meal, fabulous entertainment? Well, Stevie. Great drinks, all at the right price. The atmosphere is tremendous. Join us at the Chicken Shack. For reservations, call 922-862459. The Chicken Shack in Puerto Santiago. Or join us on Facebook at the Chicken Shack Fan Club.
No, Paul King was That's What My Heart Yearns For Now. He was the lead singer with King. And then he went on to become a DJ. A
Talking to yourselves here.
A VJ on MTV. You're thinking of Pete Burns.
Pete Burns.
Who decided to destroy yourself completely.
Yes.
Welcome back to part 3.
Sorry, we're
now
waffling.
listen, guys, I've got to tell you, still waiting for the sound effect machine to come back. Gonna have to get onto that this
Who's
week.
got it?
I can't tell you.
All right.
Just in case they don't give it me back. So I'm going to do the fanfare a cappella.
Oh, is it my turn?
Wait for the fanfare.
All right.
Stevie's subject.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the Multicoloured Talk Show coming live on expatTV1.com. And today's subject is in everybody's hearts. I mean everybody. No matter where you are in the world, this will involve you. Before the pandemic, in 2019, drunk people on aeroplanes, Eddie, was up 50%.
Yeah.
In 2019, it was up 50% from the year previous.
Right.
In 2023, Eddie, they're not releasing the statistics. I have been looking at this, right? Crime is being reported. You're talking different medias around the world, in Canada as well, in Norway, in Greece, in the UK, in Spain, in Tenerife. It's happening everywhere, Eddie. People, that sounds like a good song, write that down.
Yeah.
I'll put music to that. Good summer hit, Eddie, no? People getting drunk on aeroplanes. I was talking to a lady this week, Eddie, and she was telling me Manchester Airport, 2 people taken off. I spoke to somebody in Leeds, Bradford. People got arrested in Tenerife South Airport. It's happening every single day, Eddie. Pilots were attacked. There was a flight from Liverpool to Greece last summer, and they attacked a pilot. An air hostess has been headbutted last year. And last year alone, 2022, if it went up 50% in 2019, Eddie, my God, I want to know the figures. In 2019, over 480 people were arrested in United Kingdom. Bloody England, innit? Bloody England. 480 people, Eddie, arrested for drunk being on an airplane. Can you imagine what the figures are going to be when I get them?
Yeah, but I mean, things have changed, haven't they?
Well, why was changed?
The entire fabric of society has changed. You go back, it was a privilege to fly. And you know, you did it sensibly. You very rarely...
sensibility's been out the window, Eddie.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You very rarely had this.
I said to this lady, and this is God's truth, I think I mentioned this before, have you ever been on an airplane when the fights broke out?
No, I haven't.
Right, I have, Eddie, and I swear I would never, ever, ever be in that situation again. I was on a flight from Madrid to Santiago de Cuba, and it was on a Cuban airline, and these guys on the other aisle broke out a fight, and they were giving it. These were big Cubans, they were giving it, and I went, Jesus, no way was I getting involved in it. I had to climb over all these seats, so other people got involved in it. Anyway, they got the main guy down. The captain came out and said, who's flying the fucking plane? Who's flying the plane? Who's flying? I was screaming. And then they handcuffed him.
Did you just say
no,
flipping?
No, I'm flipping.
Don't.
And I got the, get a bleep, and they handcuffed him. They handcuffed him in the back of the plane.
Yeah.
Horrendous. It was absolutely frightening. And I said to myself that day, I said to this woman, if I ever got onto an airplane and I seen people coming on drunk, because you've seen it and I've seen it at 6 o'clock in the morning, Manchester Airport, they're all drinking, you're all giving it.
Yeah, but would you get off the plane?
You couldn't get off.
Exactly.
No, when people are drunk coming on, you see them coming on, giving it, Eddie.
Yeah.
I would say they all say, excuse me, I think they're quite drunk, they should be on this aeroplane.
Yeah.
Nothing I can do about it. Okay, could you speak to the pilot, please?
Yeah.
I said to this lady, this is my plan, this is what I would do, Eddie. Tell the pilot these people are drunk. I don't want to be on this airplane, because you know air hostess is against the law to be on an airplane. Well, I can't do anything. We'll speak to the pilot. No, I can't. I'm busy. You know what we do, Eddie? I phone 99. Hi, this is Steve. I'm on a flight flying to Tenerife from Manchester Airport. I'm on the runway right now, and I've just heard these drunk people talking about a bomb. Yes, a bomb. You couldn't believe it.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
you'd be done for that.
No, I wouldn't.
I reckon you would.
No, I wouldn't, because I'd be taken by the police and said, what did they say? I said, I'm sure I heard they've got a bomb. Or is it a bomb? I don't know, but I was terrified that they're drunk. All of a sudden, they're absolutely steaming drunk.
Leon, Ashley says in December on the way to Cuba they had limits for how many drinks each person could purchase.
Well done. Yes, Ashley, Canada's on it then.
Yeah, but listen, you've got to follow that all the way through the airport, because when you get in the airport, the bars there are privately owned, and they're not going to say don't.
That sounds responsible. No, that sounds like a responsible air hostess, Eddie, because you know Ryanair and EasyJet and all the cheap airlines is just sell. Even the person is drunk, Eddie. In your bar, if a guy crawls up to the bar, Eddie, give me another double whiskey, you would say, I think you've had enough, John. I think you've got to go home. Not John Gahuli, I'm not mentioning it was John.
Right.
He crawled up to the bar, but he does sometimes.
You're using the name John generically.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But you would say, John, I think you've had enough, and don't serve them.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
No,
so an
yeah.
air hostess, that's their job, isn't it? I can't serve you anymore, sir.
Well,
You've had enough. You're ratted.
But do you know something? The way it is now, an aeroplane is virtually like a bar in the sky.
Of course it is. Of course
You
it
know,
is, Eddie.
all they need is a bit of music on and a film.
We're all getting a dance from, we're on boogie woogie.
Yeah.
It's got to stop,
Boogie
Eddie. It's
lights.
got to stop. Because what's going to happen, Eddie, and there's been cases in America, people try to open the door mid-flight.
Yes, I know, I saw that one.
Jeez. I mean, you not just got an airplane and don't drink. I fly business, as Ashley knows, and I like a little drink, but I'm sensible, Eddie.
Listen, I actually don't know.
What?
Someone tell me, can you actually open a door in mid-flight? Or would the outside pressure prevent it from happening, or what? I don't know.
I've seen it in movies.
Yeah, I've seen it in movies, and I've seen them shoot a window out and people get sucked out
I found
through the
that's
window.
not right. That's not true.
Well, this is what I'm asking.
Somebody told me that once.
This is what I'm asking. See, Leanne says in business class you can get anything.
Yeah, I fly business, and it's nice. You have a nice bottle of wine, but you don't.
Shelley says I've never tried.
You don't bloody try. But you don't abuse it, Eddie. These people, you've seen it in airports at 4 o'clock in the morning, they're giving it the party. We're on holiday, we're off to Greece, we're all got.
Can I say
Can you not
something?
just go on holiday, Eddie, without being ratted?
Can I say something?
What?
And I know this is going to sound and come out probably completely wrong. 90% of the people who fly, right,
Yeah.
they choose the cheapest mode of transport to get from A to B. But there are that certain faction that because the flights are cheap, it lessens the experience, and it's like, I'm gonna get drunk while I'm flying. And then it starts and what have you. I don't know.
Limited drinks, when did the magistrate, limited drinks isn't the answer.
Well, yeah, people do have different tolerance levels.
See, will they ban the drinks? My answer, to be very
I
honest,
would ban drinks.
Yeah.
Completely.
any flight under 8 hours, Eddie,
Yeah.
no drink.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're having a meal on a flight, which I always, I'm obviously not from here to the UK. You don't get meals anymore, do you? Or do you? I don't know. No, I don't fly to the UK. Do you? Do you get a meal?
Often. Yeah, because
You just get, well, if I'm flying from Madrid to Thailand or Cuba or Mexico, wherever I'm bloody going, you get a meal and then you have a drink. I'm with that, Eddie. But I'm not having the flight from Tenerife to Manchester, a 4-hour flight, and everybody's all, oh, let's give it.
Now look, here's some interesting questions coming here, right? Before the pandemic, Ashley gave the stewardess the credit card and sat within the entire flight in the pit drinking. It was a great flight. But you see, you must have a bigger tolerance level.
That's an alky.
Tracy
That's
says
what I used to pee in the swimming pool.
Emirates have a stand-up bar in business class.
Yes, who's going to fly that?
And here's an interesting question. Brenda wants to know, are there options to fly first class
Yes,
to Tenerife?
there is. Yes, Brendan, I did it. Unfortunately, well, at the moment...
British Airways, is it?
No, they don't do business class, first class. They don't do it. It's just all one. If you want to go first class to the UK, which I did, I had to fly from Tenerife, Iberia. I'm a gold member. Iberia to Madrid, Madrid to Heathrow. That's how I did it.
Yeah.
That was business class. I just can't stand sitting in the cattle, if you know what I mean, Eddie.
Sitting in the cattle.
Yeah.
That's a very...
Being a conservative, Eddie.
well, that's a very class-driven comment, isn't it?
Is it?
Man?
No, I
can't-
just-
I'm not going to sit with the cattle. I'd rather sit with the lords and ladies, if you don't mind.
Absolutely, Eddie. Absolutely.
You conservative.
Bit of
you,
class, Eddie. A bit of class.
Yes.
Always turn left on an airplane. Always turn left.
But how do you define cattle?
The ones in the back are getting ratty. They're drinking the duty free.
No, hang on a
Bottles of
second.
duty free.
Hang on
Well,
a
I'm
second.
having a nice Chardonnay.
The ones at the back are usually the people that have paid for the flight, because in days gone by,
No.
that's where the
That's not
smokers...
true, Eddie. That's not true.
That's where the
That's
smokers...
not true,
is it?
Eddie. That's not true.
Smoking or non-smoking?
Do you remember the smoking on the airplane? Oh, disgusting.
Smoking
Absolutely
or non-smoking?
disgusting that was. Wasn't it? Are you a smoker?
Michelle says, once you tried left, you never want to turn right.
Exactly. It's like Black Michelle.
Yeah.
Because Michelle flew to New York business class.
There you go, Wendy. It's those cattle who become your customers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right, Wendy. You're right. I'll retract that. I'll retract the comment.
John says, you've got to sit at the back with the women and the chickens. It's not a buzz. Not a buzz. What's the matter with you? Only look.
Oh, I've been on right dodgy aeroplanes in my time. Real dodgy. But if you actually Google it, the worst airlines in the world, and that one from Cuba, they're in there. I think they're in the top 5 worst airlines in the world.
Do you
Worse
know?
than Natal.
Do you know
Am I shouting?
how many airlines, how many countries' airlines are
Banned
from European space?
Yeah, that Natal one, they're banned. They're just crashing.
Loads of them. Loads of them.
2 months previous, I was getting a flight to Santiago on that the Cuban airline,
Yeah.
aviation, Cuban aviation. Google it, John. Cuban aviation, the worst airline in the world. They had a crash in Havana and people died.
Yeah.
And it came on the news, and I'm flying with them next month. I got there.
I'm just trying to find most dangerous countries. Oh no, it's gone.
Oh, it's gone, Eddie.
I'm going to find it.
So I
Eddie.
think,
I'm going to
I
find
think
it.
the majority agree with me here, Eddie. Once again, Steve's on the nail. We've got to ban.
Leave it with me. I'll find it.
I'll leave it with you.
I'll find
We've
it.
got to ban drinking on airplanes. Any flight under 8 hours without a meal, you should be served alcohol. And air hostesses need to be retrained. If I've got to come back, I'll retrain you. If you're drunk arriving at the airplane, you're not getting on.
No, totally.
You're not getting on, Eddie.
So here we go. Here are the countries that all of their airlines are currently banned by the EU. That means they can't fly into EU space, right? Afghanistan,
Obviously.
Armenia,
Obviously.
Congo,
Angola. Any South African country.
Democratic Republic of Congo,
African flights.
Djibouti, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Kyrgyzstan, Liberia, Libya, Nepal, Sao Tome and Principe, Sierra Leone, and Sudan.
Do you know why the African airlines are banned? The airline pilot once told me this, Eddie, and I don't know which way around it is. If you're flying north to south, you fly even number. East to west, you fly in an odd number.
Yeah,
So you never, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah. In Africa, it's every man for himself. They don't have that international law. And a friend of mine is a pilot. True story. Jerry McNulty's name was from Dublin, and he was telling me he never ever fly again over Africa. He said if it wasn't for the fact that he's seen lights, Eddie, he would have crashed into another aeroplane.
Oh dear.
Because in Africa they didn't even have towers. Some areas of Africa there's no tower to talk to. And he said if it wasn't for this light he's seen, he would have hit them mid-air. And that's why the band.
Yes, Sue, it was a Yeti Airlines, Nepal.
Yeah, recently.
Who calls an airliner Yeti? Yeti Airliners.
Who calls an airline Virgin?
Well,
Bloody Virgin.
did he quite well with that, didn't he?
Yeah, bloody Virgin, my bum. What's that?
Tracy's saying the thing is, it's not the young kids over 18. The older groups over 25 are even worse for drinking. I just can't understand it. I mean,
every age, Tracy.
did you see during the World Cup those disgusting scenes in Las Americas where it was beer in, wits out, fighting in the street? God, that made me so proud to be a Brit. England wasn't even playing that day.
I'm talking about aeroplanes.
Yeah, but I'm just saying about trouble.
But you're talking hooliganism now.
Hooliganism.
Is that a word?
What's hooliganism?
Hooliganism. You're talking about fighting in the street. Bloody football, innit? Bloody football fighting in the street.
But do you mean
Yeah,
hooliganism?
just as bad in Canada with the hockey. They're fighting with bloody hockey sticks.
No, that's on the nose, that is.
Jesus, I'm talking about aeroplanes, Eddie. I'm a very
Yes.
serious subject this morning.
Yes, but
bloody
you see-
aeroplanes, innit?
No, but I'm following on saying that if they're drunk on the plane, what are going to be like when they get off the plane? We don't want them. We don't, send them home straight
Arrested,
away.
Eddie. You know the funny thing about, you read all these stories about, 2 Brits were taken off the plane in Tenerife, 2 Brits were arrested in Manchester Airport. Never follow up.
No.
You know that you can be fined from £80,000. That's the maximum. 2 years in prison. But we never find out what happened to these people, do we?
Yeah.
What happened to the guys in Greece who headbutted the pilot, headbutted the air hostess?
Yeah.
What happened to them?
I don't
Did
know.
they get banned from flying with that airline? Were they banned from every airline? Were they went to prison? You can never find out, Eric, what happened to them.
Me personally.
I shouted.
Yeah, me personally. I think if you're drunk on a plane, you should land.
Be charged.
No, the police should inform you. You should go straight back to where you came from and be banned from flying for 5 years.
Totally agree with you,
That's
Eddie.
right.
They need to do something because something serious is going to happen. And knowing my bloody luck, I'm going to be on that plane, Eddie. You know what I mean? I'm going to be sitting in my business class, sipping my gin and tonic, and all of a sudden, nosedive. Whoa! Because some lunatic from Liverpool is in the back trying to open the back door, Eddie.
I know.
You know what I mean?
And I still don't know if you can open the door on a plane.
Well,
when
we're going
it's
to
in
find
flight.
out.
We're
We'll find
gonna
out.
find out.
John Stephen Gohuli.
Get on it.
Get on it.
Right.
You're our information bureau.
There was a group out of, actually thinks
Ottawa
or Montreal that took over a plane drunk, doing drugs right on the plane. The airline left them in Mexico and other airlines had to go and get them. After a while, a lot were charged. But that is ridiculous. Taking over a plane, do you know what that is? That's basically hijacking. that is.
Hijacking, Eddie. Hijacking.
That's hijacking.
But seriously, not though, Eddie. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Unless you, honestly, as I said before, I was on an airplane when the fight broke out. It is absolutely terrifying because it's beyond your control, Eddie.
And there's nowhere you can go except down.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? If you're in a bar and somebody starts kicking off, call the police. The police come and deal with it, don't you?
Yeah, or walk out the door and get away from it.
Get away. But you're stuck there, Eddie. And it's like, Jesus, what are you going to do? And that's the thing, isn't it, Eddie? Luckily, airlines have got handcuffs, or they use those plastic things. What do you call them?
Sorry.
What?
All morning I've been trying to work it out
What?
and it's just come to me.
What time you go?
Alan Wicker. Do you remember him?
He was the gardener.
No, he was the travel guy. Wicker's World.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alan Wicker.
Yeah, I've travelled, haven't I, Eddie?
That's it, Alan Wicker. You've been everywhere, man. You've been everywhere. Even at my shit. We're not doing. We have to do the music thing.
I've just got to quickly tell Ashley something privately.
You've got less than a minute.
Ashley, I'm going to Colombia next. That's where I'm going. So please stay out of Colombia for the next 6 months because
Yeah, he
I'm
does.
on my way.
He does need a moustache. Guys, we're going to say, I don't know where the Emma's gone, but many thanks to our friends at XPTV1.
www.xptv1.com.
Thanks to all our friends who have been watching on Facebook
Yes.
and on YouTube. Don't forget, we need more subscribers.
More. We've got 4.
5 now.
5 is it,
We've
right?
gone up by 1. We've gone up by 1.
And don't forget Wednesday, everybody. Happy Burns Night.
I thought you were going to sing happy birthday then.
No.
And you can catch up with us on Spotify. One more comment has just come in. The outside air pressure pushes against the door, making it impossible to open at altitude. If you shoot out a window, the cabin will decompress, but you'll not be sucked out. Your arm may be, but the body won't. Guys, I have not been Steve Gerald from the Chicken Shack.
And I've not been Eddie Hayes since sucked out of a window from the 60s bar.
And we're going to say thank you so much for joining us on the Multicoloured Talk Show. We'll be back next Saturday morning.
Michelle's 50th.
At 11 o'clock. And don't forget, go on and download the XPTV1 app. We'll see you next week. From here then, bye!
You've been watching the Multicoloured Talk Show with Steve Gerald and Eddie Hastings. I don't understand. That is awesome! Don't forget to subscribe, like us, and set your notifications.
God help us all.